What's up, y'all? 2 videos on the day. I am trading, so I'm gonna make a video on Fuck, man, I just got a terrible text, bro. That's tough, man. Let's put the phone away. Um, so this is how I would have traded FOMC. So as you guys know, I lost $1,000 today trading on my funded account because I was being a greedy little hog. And oh, my mic. Sorry, dude, I gotta fix my mic, guys. I'm so sorry. Because I don't know. Let me turn this one up too and see if this helps. Because I'm not sure why it's doing that. So I have this one on 3.9. 3.9. So hopefully it isn't too bad. Because I want you guys to be able to hear me, but then also where it's not, raping you guys in the face. So I think if I talk loud enough, this will probably be perfectly fine. But I wonder, but I just was really sketched out because I could only hear my microphone out of one side of my speaker. So I don't know, guys. I'll fix that though. But okay, first thing that I was looking for. Okay, so the 8 o'clock candle comes up, fills this bearish gap, and then we continue moving down, as well as sweeping out all of this hourly accumulation liquidity up here. We sweep it, tap gap, this bearish gap. We're respecting bearish confluences so that you know that we are going to want to move lower. All right. Now, what could you target? Now we have a 4-hour bullish gap down here that we're probably going to want to move into, especially after with this accumulated liquidity here. Here we have these are Friday London lows, and then right here we have Friday New York lows, and then this kind of accumulation of these equal lows right here, high confluence area. Then we have these lows within a gap and this big high time frame gap. So that's what I would have been targeting at first, and you can see that they all get hit. So now let's zoom down and see what our entry would have been. Okay. So here we can see taps into gap, sweeps previous liquidity. All right. So not really an entry on the 5-minute. You could have entered after liquidity sweep, and then we break structure right here. But I don't think that would have been the greatest. So let's see if there's kind of some inverse gap or anything. Perfect. Which is also right there at a 5-minute break of structure. So, bam, that would have been my entry personally after taking out buy-side liquidity. And then with FOMC, like, they cut rates, so you know that we're going to want to dump. So as soon as that fair value gap, that's the wrong position. So as soon as this fair value gap, this bullish 5-minute got inversed, I would have entered right there. Stops up here, probably 1.5 RR. Pretty decent trade. That's what I exactly would have traded if I could have. I definitely would have caught that move if I could have. Let's see, there might be a better, even better 1-minute entry. Oh yeah, and we even have, look at this. We have these, I'll just mark out both of them as one gap. But if we see up here, let's zoom in real fast. See right here, we form a 1-minute, a tiny little bullish gap right here. Instantly inverse it. You could have entered there too. That I probably wouldn't have entered on, and I would have just waited for that 5-minute. But if you could have caught something like that, you could have had a really good risk to reward. Like that would have been the earliest that you could have entered. Stops at like, I honestly, for this, I probably just would have put my stops pretty tight because I know it didn't even come and touch it at all. That would have been like the best entry. But to be completely honest, guys, I probably wouldn't have entered there, and I would have entered legitimately after this gets, because that just would have been a better entry for me. And then you're still getting 1 to 5 RR if you put stops up here, right at the most recent high. Doesn't even come close. All TPs get hit. And if I would have put my 3 cons on there, nice. I would have made 6 rackies off that. Pretty decent move there. And then, yeah, dude, that would have been a really good trade. That's how I would have traded FOMC, though. I've seen people making, well, TJR made, what, $400,000? Bro, and to make $400,000, dude, holy fucking moly. He would have had to, but that's if he caught this move, which he probably caught something similar to this, especially with that inverse gap on the 5-minute, 100%. I'm assuming he caught something like this, or even maybe he went ahead with the break on the 1 minute, but because you know he's just been doing this shit so long, dude. And he made $400,000, $400,000. So that is like, dude, that's fucking crazy. That's $1 million. So, and that's 100,000. So he put like 150 contracts. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. And that's like, bro, 150 cons, bro, is a huge fucking margin. That is crazy. I wonder what happens if it lets me do it. Auto rejected. But yeah, that's honestly the best move you could have caught. Not gonna lie, with it wicking all the way down there. Perfect, man. That's exactly what I would have tried to do. And I really should have waited. I really should have waited for FOMC instead of trying to trade the bullshit PA that we were through all morning. Like, yeah, this was all morning. This was, let's go to our 15 minutes. We can really see it good. Yeah, so market opens right here. We take out previous London liquidity. And then we do decently. Like but the thing is I probably would have gotten stopped out because I like 15 and 5 minute breaks of structure to just really be good. But I think after we hit all-time highs, and then we have this. Well, could you really? You technically could. This is kind of a real shitty order block, but there is an order block that does get tapped. So after hitting all-time highs, I believe there was an SMT put in as well. That's what I tried trading. And then tap, bam. But if I could have got it pretty decent. And then targeting, come back up. Targeting right here, London lows, and we have previous day. This is like Asian session. And then that's probably what I would have targeted, but of course I didn't catch that because this is literally, yeah, this is pre-market, so that's not even something I would have traded. So that's why there was not really a trade. If you were, there was kind of a trade right there. I don't like to trade pre-market, and pre-macro. Not gonna lie, I like just sticking to what I know, and what works for me. So yeah, that's probably what I would have. Well, no, what I tried to do was, where is it? There's a series of candles where they literally, because it was like somewhere right here. Oh, it's these two right here. I literally entered short here and then got stopped out, and then entered long and then got stopped out again. Like a fucking dumbass. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But that's how, well, I'm going to peep TJR's video and see what he did. But I'm assuming he probably did something similar to this. Got this move right here, this liquidity sweep, break of structures right here, inverse gap right there. Boom. That would have been great. And then we even inverse and then pull back. And then drop, and then could just completely dump. So really wherever, if you entered on, you could have entered anywhere. This 15-minute break, still have a 1-to-1. If you entered for a value gap, 1.6. You could have entered order block tap, but I think if you entered order block tap, no, that's honestly the best RR. That's a 2 RR right there. But who's catching that? Who's fucking catching that move, dude? There's no way anyone caught, like, because this is honestly a shitty ass order block. It is though, because you can see that we're rejecting off this. We just wick into it and then continue to move lower, and then we do get a break above it and then immediately just drop because of FOMC. So gonna get all this off my screen. And now we filled the gap and we have these equal lows. Look at that, equal lows, filled the gap. Hopefully we can come down and take some of that out and then continue to move higher. But heck yeah, that's all. That's really all I wanted to make a video on, how I would have traded at FOMC, because if I didn't trade this morning, you guys would have seen a whole different video from me. Like, you know, this is how I fucking passed my account doing this. But yeah, Love you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Have an awesome day. Get outside. Do something cool. Comment how you traded FOMC. Let me know. Love you guys.